Hey everybody, Mike from Anglers here. Today we're fishing with Frank Garcia, our Z-Man representative. We're going to go over some of our sales we have going on for our upcoming event on the 26th and 27th, along with some AnglersCast featured items. So, why don't you take it over from there?
Yep, so Pro Blue Glimmer comes in 4 different sizes. You have a $4.49 retail to a $7.99 retail. Is there going to be any extra savings on
Yes, so all lures are 20% off, but there are going to be deeper discounts on our featured AnglersCast items.
And one of those items is Pro Blue Glimmer.
Yes, that's for sure. One of the best colors of Z-Man.
Absolutely.
Personally.
Some old timer told me that Pearl was good, but you needed some scales in it.
Yes.
And sure enough, once I put this on, it really did work.
That old timer is definitely a good fisherman. I know exactly what you're talking about. Why don't we go over some of the jig heads you guys have?
Absolutely. So just to go with Pro Blue Glimmer comes in 4 different sizes. We have the 3-inch Minnowz. We have the 4-inch G-Min, I like to call it, and then you have the 5-inch Diezel Minnow, and then the 7-inch Diezel Minnow. All great styles. Matters what match the hatch is for that time of year. And pair them up with, if you're not going to use a GI jig, you're going to go with a Striper Eye. It comes in 3 different sizes and 4 different colors. If I'm not mistaken, you guys picked the red eye as your favorite.
That we did.
One.
Some reason that red eye really does make a difference. Good strong hook. Now I like these tines on here. They're very, very sharp and pointy, so they really hold that Elastec material really nicely.
Awesome. You have a 6-odd hook in these.
Yes.
And I think it works perfectly.
It works perfectly for the Chesapeake Bay, stripers and stuff like that we fish out here. Yeah, so hopefully see you guys during the event, and we'll see you then. Thanks, guys. And now we're going to rig this 5-inch Diezel Minnow on the Striper Eye. So what I'll do is I'll basically measure the bait, just like so, and see where the hook point's going to come out. Then what I'll do is I'll make a little tick mark right where it's going to come out. Like that. You can kind of see it. Then what I'll do is I'll feed it right down the middle of the bait, little by little. And then come out right where you made that little mark, just like so. And what I'll do is I'll grab the hook and I'll grab the plastic and I will just pull it, because you're not going to rip it. Just kind of work it up little by little. And I'll do the top. Kind of get it situated so it's nice and straight on there. And then what I will do, I'll pull it up real tight, and then I'll just kind of pinch it where those keeper tines are. That way it really holds it on there nice and tight. And then if you need to, you can add a little bit of super glue. I don't usually with these. Another good tip is if you take another hook and you pull the Elastec over the hook eye, kind of like that, but with a little hole in it, it'll also hold your plastic on nice and tight to your jig head, and you won't have to worry about it coming off. So that's how we rigged a 3/4 ounce jig head on the 5-inch Diezel Minnow.
Hi everybody, this is LJ again, and it's February, and one of my favorite baits to use this time of year between now and through March is the 7-inch Diezel Minnow. And as you see, I put the hook through the belly, and the reason for that is that I'm trying to imitate an injured baitfish that's trying to get itself righted. This time of year, these rockfish are out here, they're swimming around, and they're predators, and they're gonna come on through schools of bait, and they're gonna take their tails and they're gonna smack them, and they're gonna stun these baits. That is the presentation that I'm trying to imitate, okay? And like I've always said, before you reset your drift, you grab your Procure. I like mullet. This is a good flavor this time of year because the fish are coming out of the ocean. They're coming up into the bay. They've been down in South Carolina, North Carolina, and they've been eating mullet. So this isn't something new to them. So just because we don't have mullet in the bay, don't matter. So just simply take your Procure, just give it a little dabble. That's all it takes. You don't have to coat the thing. You don't have to grease it all up. Just put some in that belly before you reset your next drip, okay? So having done that, what I like to do is, you don't know where you're gonna get the bite. It's either gonna come on the fall or it's gonna come on the way up. All right, so right now I'm looking at my meter. We're 48 feet of water. I like to use spinners. I'm comfortable with them, using them my whole life. All right, so right now, if you look, my bait is at the surface of the water. And what I'm gonna do is, in my free hand, I'm gonna lift up one and let it fall. And I'm gonna twitch it. that looks like that bait is injured. There's 2. See how I lift my rod tip and the line is in my free hand? There's 3. So I'm counting about 10 feet each time I do this. There's 4. It's on the bottom. Okay, I'm gonna close my bail and I'm gonna start jigging. There it is. And so that bait's on the bottom, it's touching it, it's fluttering around, and every time that bait moves in that Diezel minnow, that tail's going, it's just creating that vibration that those predator fish, those rockfish key on. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work it to the surface. And this is a very effective technique. I know April's closed for rockfish, so you can't target them in April, but it's good for April too. So these Diezel minnows are a very effective bait. And as you see, I'm not giving it some heavy snap or anything. So, you know, like my dad has tennis elbow. So this is a great bait for him, and it's very effective, and it's a good way to get someone out on the water with you and catch fish. And it's a great presentation, and don't ignore that pearl blue Glimmer 7-inch Diezel minnow. For some reason, those fish are keyed in on blue and also the blue sparkle that Anglers carries, and they're going to have them on sale over here on February 26th and 27th. So be sure to stop in and grab some. I'll talk to you soon, and thanks for watching.